When people send me messages saying that, oh, I had cancer, I used your hair oil, I was really low in my life and I got my confidence back, I got my hair back, my hair has started growing. I cannot explain the happiness I feel, from such messages. It just makes me so happy that I'm doing something that's making a difference, just women looking out for women.
Heard about the brand, yeah. How would you explain to them?
LA Herbals hair oil is different because it actually works. LA Herbals was started in my kitchen. It was a very desperate attempt for me to restore whatever little hair I had left on my scalp. They are cold pressed, they are pure, they are one of the most natural forms of love you can give to your hair.
Entertainment Podcast. Today, we have a very, very special guest here on the podcast with us, Jas Kohli. Welcome to the podcast today. How are you feeling?
Thank you, Arman. It's great. I was so looking forward to be with this podcast with you, and it's really good. I'm feeling good.
Perfect. For those of you that don't know Jas Kohli's amazing story, she's the founder of LA Herbals, a very, very unique and popular hair oil brand. And when you told me about it, I did a lot of research on the website and really understanding the products. And it was really interesting to see when we had that phone call, how you started the brand, what you're doing right now, and kind of what your future plans are with the brand. I can see the passion and vision that you have for the brand, and it shows in the product quality and the reviews that I've heard from others as well, right? So I just want to start off by asking you about your story with LA Herbals, how you started it, and kind of what you're up to right now. So go ahead.
Thank you, Rahman. You've been very kind with your words. So LA Herbals was started in my kitchen. It was a very desperate attempt for me to restore whatever little hair I had left on my scalp. Being postpartum, being COVID, I lost a lot of hair. I used to wake up and there used to be hair on my bed, on my pillow, walking. I used to literally see strands coming off from my roots, and it was heartbreaking. Every strand that you lose is a heartbreak. Hair in the shower, everywhere, hair, So I was like, I need to stop this. And I started looking into a lot of products that were going on at that time, hair oils. And I was really surprised, like a 60 ml bottle would cost you like $30, $40, $50. And I'm like, this is insane because we are Indian, we are South Asian, right? Oiling your hair is as basic as brushing your teeth or taking a shower. It's a new practice in the West where people are just learning about hair oiling. But in India, it's very basic. It's just a part of your lifestyle. So how long do you think a little bottle of 60 ml is going to last me for my hair oiling? And I'm like, this is crazy expensive and this is insane. Like, I need to go back to where I was. I need to start making my hair oil again. I need to find time with the hustling life, having 2 little kids, but I was like, I need to get back. And this is how LA Herbals was born. My friends started noticing the difference. My family started talking about it. Oh, you're getting your hair back. Your hair is growing longer. What are you doing, And before I knew, I was busy packaging orders from my dining table, from my kitchen table, and sending it out to friends and family. And then everybody was like, no, we want to pay for it. We don't want it to be a freebie because you're working so hard for it. And then we did a pop-up event. We got amazing response. People texting me DMs, that when is your website gonna start? We want to start ordering. We want to share it with our family in US, over here, over there. So in December, we finally launched our website. So it's actually been exact 2 years because 2 years back in November, we launched our hair oil. And it's our 2-month anniversary, actually, this month. 2 years anniversary, sorry.
Wow, that's so incredible to hear how, this whole story started from, like you said, just in your kitchen, pretty much, right? And you talked about those kind of pain points, right, that a lot of people have with hair, right? Losing strands of hair. And, hair is one of those things that it's such an integral part to, one's appearance, right? It's not just one part of, your body or one part of your appearance. It really is, your confidence and your appearance. And that nowadays is more important than ever, right? Being confident about yourself. And
you are absolutely correct.
Because you're confident about yourself, you look good, you feel good.
You feel good.
Helps with
you can put your best step forward. So incorporating LA Herbals hair oil in your routine, it's not a beauty product. It's upgrading your hair care, your hair game to a next level. It's about consistency. It's about adding a product, making it a part of your lifestyle. It's a natural product. So early in this times, people did not depend on hair serums or shampoos or new products in the beauty industry to fight hair fall. They were just dependent on plant-based botanical herbs infused in oils, and they were just taking care of their hair based on the natural botanical products. And Indian women, Indian girls in general, have beautiful hair. Like, it's very normal in India to have hair which is way past your waist, and have long hair. And it's not generic for my family. Like, I'm the only one in my family who has this long hair, because I was adamant on taking my hair care journey to a next level. I experimented. I read a lot about Ayurveda. I took Ayurvedic online courses to learn about which herbs, which formulation is going to work best to grow your hair, to give you healthy hair, to make it shine. And not just to grow your hair, but even fighting hair problems on a daily basis, like a flaky scalp, dandruff. Your pH balance of your scalp needs to be maintained in order for you to have healthy hair growth. When our hair oil was a success, another product that I was really experimenting with was a children's hair growth oil. So, belonging to a Sikh family, we don't trim our hair. And my daughter was only, like, my elder daughter was only 3.5, 4 years old. And her hair was really, like, it was not long. It was breaking. She had a lot of split ends. And I was like, I need to do something. Like, just coconut oil or olive oil was not cutting it. And then I started a lot of herbs and oils, a lot of them did not really work for her because she was really young. Like, you can't use herbs for a young child. It's going to itch the air. It's going to smell, right? They don't like the smell of it. Their eyes can start watering. They can be sensitive to a number of ingredients which you wouldn't even know. So then I started a very clean formulation, going back to the basics. So the best oils in Ayurveda used for hair care are coconut, sesame, and almond. They're cold pressed, they are pure, they're one of the most natural forms of love you can give to your hair. So I went back to these basic oils and I formulated our children's hair growth oil. This is our best seller. This is something that my daughter just out of the whim, she's like, Mama, why don't you list this hair oil on the website? It's so good, it's growing my hair. And I was like, okay, I'll just list it. It's just like another product. We just couldn't. And the response I got, it made me realize I'm not the only mother who's struggling with it. There are a lot of mothers over there who want to start young, who want to make sure that their children have the right product at a very young age. And this oil took off immediately. It has a 100% return customer rate. We are shipping it to more than 12 countries right now. It's only $15 for a 120 ml bottle. It lasts few months. It does not need to be rinsed out. And this was the biggest USP of our hair oil, because that's how the Indian culture of hair oiling is. My mom used to oil my hair once a week, and we used to wash it like whenever we wash it, maybe after 3 days, 4 days. It was there. It used to protect our hair. We never had any tangles. The hair was nicely braided. It was nicely styled. And this is what I wanted to bring back for my children too.
Wow, what an incredible story. You talked about a lot of things there. One, your product, right? And you also talked about your USP, right? How you kind of grew. Now you're shipping to multiple countries. And one thing is like the quality, and it's also at a pretty affordable price point as well,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And you talked about how it really does help your hair and the overall lifestyle, right? And that's another thing that I want to talk about as well. When you talk about LA Herbals, right? What would you say in 2 or 3 sentences that separates your brand from others? Because the hair oil industry, as you know, is very, very saturated and competitive. There's so many people that are doing it. I know firsthand from how it's different. But what would you say to other people who might have not heard about the brand yet? How would you explain it to them?
LA Herbals hair oil is different because it actually works. It's not just here for a profitable. It's not just a product we are sourcing, from anywhere, and it's not produced in bulk, and we are just like getting it out, shipping it out in the market. We're not doing that. It's a handcrafted hair oil, handcrafted to perfection. I mean, you can see my hair. So I'm actually going to bring in my daughter, Leah. She's 7 years old. You can see her hair. And the product has worked fabulously for her. She was almost 6 when we started the product. So in less than 1.5 years, her hair, she had her braid, which was till her shoulders. Now her hair is almost till her ankles. Almost. Like, you can literally people bump into us in places like Home Sense and Winners. We're just shopping in the mall, and they're like, oh my God, your daughter has such beautiful hair. What do you do? And even before I can answer, she is so passionate about the product. She will start telling people, oh, my mom makes the best hair oils. And a lot of my customers actually are formed in this regular, day-to-day life, just like that. Like, people are just seeing me, they're seeing the transformation, they're seeing the beautiful hair. I am not just sitting here and reaching out to influencers and being like, oh, I'm in the backlight, you just do everything. No, I am passionate about my brand. I know this works, I know the formulation has been so amazing. It has transformed my hair. When people send me messages saying that, oh, I had cancer, I was surviving and I used your hair oil. I was really low in my life and I got my confidence back. I got my hair back. My hair has started growing. I cannot explain the happiness I feel, from such messages. It just makes me so happy that I'm doing something that's making a difference, just women looking out for women. And even there are a lot of people who just want a little bit of advice on what kind of product should I use, or I'm having hair fall issues, what can I do for my hair? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll help you. Just send me a DM, reach me on Instagram, anything you want, any questions, any concerns, I'm always there to help.
And you have that founder-led story, right? Because it was one of those things where you started this brand out of personal struggle, you could say, right?
Yes.
And the fact that, you're so connected with your customers and you're very connected with the brand shows and speaks volumes to, how your products are actually.
Yes. A lot of young women these days, they DM me saying, is your hair oil going to make my hair go back black again because our hair is turning white? And I actually tell them this. I'm like, copper deficiency is one thing which is very common in growing women these days that actually makes your hair go white at a very early stage. So eat more copper-rich food. And all this I'm saying is not because I'm just picking it up from somewhere. We had a panel of nutritionists. We have a panel of proper doctors. You have any questions, you have any concerns, we get back to you on these questions. And I'm not just telling you, oh yeah, buy my hair oil, it's going to fix it. No, you need to fix it with diet too. These things are topical. They work. They definitely work. But internally also, we need to start taking care of ourselves.
So on that note, I wanted to ask, what are some hair myths that, because you've been in the industry, right? What are some 3 myths that you are most popular myths?
So a very popular myth is that you should not oil your hair. It blocks your follicles. It's a very new thing in the Western countries. Like I said, hair oiling in India is as basic as brushing your teeth or eating your breakfast every morning. But over here, it's a very new trend. So people actually message me and say, oh, it blocks your hair follicles. My hair feels very greasy. I don't want to use hair oil. My hair sheds a lot. So initially, any hair oil you start, your hair is going to shed. It's in the initial phases of it because the dead hair needs to come out. It needs to give space to the new sprouts of your hair to come out. That is essential. Second thing, it does not block your hair follicles. An amazing formulation, the right ingredients will actually nourish your hair. So hair is made up of all protein. Your hair loses hydration. It becomes dry. It's going to break. That's how your breakage starts. The more hydrated your hair is, the less it's going to break. And oil gives you that hydration. Oil gives your hair that strength. Oil gives your hair that shine, So hair oiling is very essential to grow your hair. Another myth is that my scalp becomes very flaky with hair oiling. I start getting dandruff. With LA Herbals hair oil, you will not have dandruff in your hair. We have fenugreek seeds in our hair. They are very nicely infused in our hair oils. We use pure cold-pressed oils. And fenugreek seeds are known to balance the pH of your hair. They are very essential in growing your hair. They are very essential, especially people who complain of dandruff. This hair oil works wonders for people who have dandruff or flaky scalps.
Right. Yeah, very interesting bits. I mean, those are good points that you bring up, right? So it's a message that for everyone that don't always believe what you see on the internet, you can say.
Hi, everyone. This is Leah. So she is 7 years old. You want to say hi, Leah? When we started her hair care journey, her braid was just a little below her shoulders. I actually have amazing pictures, where we can be. So I was documenting her journey all the way, like from where we started in the middle of the process until last year also. And this year, finally, her hair has grown so long. So I oil her hair once a week. I just leave the hair oil in her hair, just brush it out, braid her hair, style her hair. She goes to school. And after 4 or 5 days, I wash her hair again, dry it, then I oil her hair again. Sometimes she needs a little bit oil, maybe a couple of drops, But the oil is actually, it doesn't have any scent. It doesn't have any fragrance. It's not like it's going to irritate your scalp. Do you smell the oil there? Does it bother you? Does the smell bother you? Do you feel anything? No. She likes it. She looks forward to hair oiling. It's a little time we reconnect as a family, I do her little massages. She likes it. She enjoys it. And the thing she tells me is, I'm just so glad my hair is not tangled every morning or I'm going to miss my bus, because with her hair, like it takes time to braid her hair and everything, but process is easy because her hair is nicely maintained. It's well kept.
And that's one of the best things about, your brand story is that you have literally a live testimonial. You can change your doctor, right?
That's what I said. This is what sets my product apart. It actually works.
Yes.
There are so many oils on the market. Every person is promoting a hair oil, even people with hair, like your ear length hair, shoulder length hair, people's hair who are not growing, people who barely have hair. TikTok is full of new trends. Like there are people who'll call me, they're like, oh, we used a trend, we put vinegar and lemon juice in our scalp. And then why did you do that? It's going to upset, all the balance in your scalp. Don't do that. Just use a regular hair oil. And even if you don't want to buy something expensive, just pick a routine that works for you. Because at the end, natural products only work with consistency and a routine. That's all they need.
100%. 100%. I wanted to ask one more question is, what are the, specific ingredients in LA Herbals? We know it's botanical plant-based, but do you want to talk more about the actual product, the science behind the product?
Yes. So our hair growth oil. So this is a rosemary infused oil, but the star ingredient in this oil is not rosemary, it's curry leaves. Curry leaves is a powerhouse of antioxidants. It's known for its hair thickening properties. It doesn't make your hair go white. It really helps with the color of your hair. It thickens your hair. It makes your hair very strong. It adds shine to your hair. So curry leaf is a powerhouse of, very you need that in your hair oil. It's going to stop your hair from itching. It really takes care of your scalp.
Okay.
And we have black seed. We use Nigella sativa, black seeds in our oil. Black seeds are known for their hydration properties. They also prevent your scalp from thinning. They promote hair growth too. We use fenugreek seeds, very important to balance the pH of your scalp. They help with dandruff, flakiness, itchiness. And we also have rosemary. Rosemary is scientifically proven to grow your hair. And then it's infused in a blend of coconut, almond, and castor oils. All these oils are organic. All my herbs are organic. And they are sourced from the best places. Our customers love the blends. A lot of times I'll have a customer who will just try one oil, and then they want to see the results, which I totally get. They want to see if they're getting their money's worth, if they want to see the results. And then what makes me so happy is when I see multiple orders from a customer. Like first they'll just try maybe a children's hair oil or maybe a hair growth oil. And in the second order, I'll see they're ordering 2 of each oils, and then the orders just keep coming in. This is a big testimony that the product is working, right?
Repeat
Nothing
orders.
works, exactly. Nothing speaks better than repeat customers. And repeat customers are the solid foundation, are the base of our beauty products in the industry. They love the hair oil. They're going to come back. I got a call today. They're like, oh, my sister, she used your hair oil. She's in India. And this is a US-based customer. Like this customer is in US. She uses our hair oil. She's like, I sent in her another bottle, but now I need some more. So even she needs it and even I need it. And we are local. We are here in Canada. We'll come and pick it up, And I'm like, yeah, sure. I can just ship it out to you. Just let me know your address. And she was just giving me her feedback, She's like, your hair oil works. And then her husband took the phone and he's like, I had a little patches in my beard and your hair oil actually worked for my beard too. And I was like, we also have a beard oil. He's like, oh, I did not know that. I would like to try that too,
Yeah.
So the trust they have in the brand.
So, Jaspreet, if customers are interested in buying your products, what's the best way they can do so?
You can shop on our website, laherbaloils.com, and use code LOVE15 to get 15% off your order. And please do give us a feedback. We love hearing your success stories. We love seeing how you guys are becoming a part of LA Herbals family. And we are so, so grateful for all the love and trust you have in our brand. It means a lot. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you.